How's it going, guys? Back at it again. Bit of an update on what happened yesterday, or last couple of days. What's happened is I had the RCA problem with the head unit, and my amp needed two RCAs for left and right, and my RCA, so three RCAs all up, and needed an RCA for my boombox. So what happened was my original one that was originally on there, the tips came off. So what I've done is I've spliced and soldered some new gold tips onto it from another cable that I had from an old home theatre system. And I had this one lying around which was missing end. So I wired that together. Everything's running. My two 6x9s I had up the top there, you might notice they were Pioneers. One wasn't actually running to max power. One of them was rattling, and so I swapped them both out. And those are 480 watts. The others are 280s, the two outside ones. Everything sounds great. And I mightn't have told you that I needed two power inlets, one to the amp and one to the boombox. So instead of running two cables back to the front, I spliced this together, clamped it, and soldered it together, and they both getting exact same current. So all I'll have to do is keep an eye on it. I originally was testing because I thought it was my remote signal, and I'm not even sure what it was. So yesterday morning I went into the head unit, and I originally hooked up all the cables that I needed, and I wasn't getting no signal. And once I did get signal, what I did is I just ended up hooking up all the leftover speakers, the front ones and the back ones, which I'm not even using. They're just wires that have been insulated off because everything's running off the amp. Anyway, I hooked up all the speaker wires, and then I got a signal to the back. So I don't know how that works or what happened there. Anyway, once that happened, I figured out that my RCA problem, that I needed, this green one wasn't working because the tips had come off. And so that was me yesterday. I wired them up, soldered them together with new tips and one on that end. Everything was running sweet. I got a good sound test out. My young newborn boy, he's asleep now, so I'll post up another vid later on today. And this guy, what's happened now, as you can see, the whole center console's out, but I was just starting to tidy up the wires. I was going to tidy up this section first and then start looming all these, put all the back seats in and everything. And what's happened, as you can obviously tell, there's too much cables at the back. So now the head unit isn't going in. I haven't even got the center console in yet, but that's comfortably how far it is. So this is the next issue, is making up something to make that fit. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I'll try my best to tidy up the wires. Let's have a look. As you can see, this is how far up. This is why I had to take the whole center console out, this section here, because I was running the leads out this side, out the top, so I could splice them and plug them all up together. And now there's so many cables at the back there, it's gonna hit on the heater. So I might have to try and do my best to try and tidy it all up underneath to get this to sit back, and then I'll put the center console in. I do have a few other jobs that I need to do, which is the back lights, because this is all new headliner. The back lights there, I did figure out which loom it is. it goes up this pillar and then across to the other side there, and it's starting to sag down, so that's another spare job. So yeah, mostly important is try and get this sitting in, and yeah, start putting all the interior back together, and wish me luck. I'll post up another video of the sound check. It's sounding amazing. It's sounding so blooming good. So clear. Bass, I haven't even tuned it into the proper frequencies and all of that sort of stuff. And different levels. But man, it sounds amazing.